Hi, and welcome to the demo of my app, Memory Castle. This app is a tool to use memory techniques known as the method of loci or also a memory palace, hence the play on the word memory palace with Memory Castle. So let me just go ahead and read to you the description about what this application does. So a memory palace is an imaginary location in your mind where you can store mnemonic images. The most common type of memory palace involves making a journey through a place that you know well, like a building or a town. Along that journey, there are specific locations that you always visit in the same order. So, for instance, let's say you wanted to remember a grocery list. You might picture yourself walking down your street, and then at the lamppost on the corner, you might imagine a loaf of bread. You would exaggerate it greatly, like maybe the loaf of bread is as tall as the um, lamppost, or maybe the lamppost and the loaf of bread are dancing with each other, just something wild to remember it. And then you would continue moving down the street. Maybe at your neighbor's house, you see a carton of eggs, but they're rotten and they're really smelly and they're spilled all over his door. And then as you continue down the neighborhood, you peg different items to these different locations that you know, and then they're much easier to recall in the end. So on our journey, we're going to see this crazy font. It's a font developed by MIT, and it's scientifically designed to help us remember things. So it's a pretty cool font. It's called Sans Forgetica. If you want to click on the link and follow it, please do so. I think it's a pretty neat project that they built there. So when we get to the website, we can either sign in or sign up. If you sign up, you just put in your name, email, and then a password confirmation. And uh, we're already signed up, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in. Okay, so once we log in, we see that I don't have any memory castles yet, so we can create one. So let's go ahead and create a new memory castle, and I'm going to call this guy outside. Then we're going to upload some images, and I'm just going to upload an image of the outside of a building. And then we can imagine that this building was where we lived. And again, if we take back the other analogy, at the lamppost, you want to remember bread. So we click on that, and then we put bread here. Then if we want to remember eggs by the front door or the entrance, we can put eggs over here, right? And anything else. Let's say on the balcony you saw some salami. Then we put some salami by the balcony up here, and then you have these items that you remembered. You can also drag these. Let's say you didn't like the location where you put it, and you said, you know what, maybe it'll look better in this fire escape over here. Then you just drag it along, and it'll put it right there for you. And then it stays saved. This is saved to the back end, so even if you close this and come back, all these positions are going to stay in place. And if we shrink, everything should stay where we put them. Um, so yeah, cool. We could also go back, and that's one item, so we can continue. And we can create like the lobby now of this building. I'm going to upload an image. Let's upload an image of the lobby. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to create another castle. And then we can imagine, our journey being a set of pictures that we continue to build upon. So once we're in the lobby, we can say by the pillars, we want to remember some steak. So we could either click create or hit enter. So we could put steak by the pillars, and then on this sign, we looked at the sign, and there was, I don't know, cereal, create memory. And again, we could say, no, you know what? The cereal maybe should go by these trees in the back. Cool. So then this is another section, and we could continue adding more memories here if we want to. I just want to, get through the demo briefly, but normally you would add multiple things that you'd want to remember, multiple words throughout the different stops that you would make on your memory castle. So let's create another one, and photos. Oh, wait. Let's say now we are in the, let's say we went up the elevator and now we're in our living room. I'm going to upload an image and look for the living room here. Then we create castle. And now we have the living room. So now in our living room, we could say by the painting, we have some milk, and on the TV, can't forget to buy some toothpaste. And on the couch, we have dog food. Cool. So that's the big gist of the app. Again, we can move things around, put them in different places. If we sign out, we can all this stuff persists. So let's go ahead and sign out. And let's sign back in. Oh, what am I doing wrong here? There we go. Okay, and you can see the dog food is still here, the toothpaste is still here, the milk is still where we belong. Let's put the milk by the window now, minimize. We come back now, the milk is still there. We can also delete castles. So let's say we're tired of these of this palace, this memory castle. We can delete it, and we can start fresh with new items. It doesn't have to be your home. You could choose images from Google, for instance. So let's say if we go to interior of, you know what? Yeah, Crew Dragon. Why not? Let's take some pictures of that. It's not super interesting, but it's cool. It's futuristic. We're going to save this image to our desktop. And we're going to come back to our memory palace. And we're going to create something crazy now, like Crew Dragon. Now we're going to upload an image, and it's in our desktop. And these images are saved with Active Record and a Google Cloud bucket. So they'll persist indefinitely until you delete them. Cool. So now we have a memory castle of the Crew Dragon. Or if you want to have things that are just a little more pleasing, like you create memory castles or memory cabins that don't even exist in your mind, but you can just get some images and use those instead to have a really nice memory palace built out for you. So let's see, let's look at a cool one. This one's got a lot of detail. So we got like this tree, we got this thing on the right hand side over here. So we're gonna save the image to our desktop. I'm gonna come back to our memory castle, minimize this, and this is log cabin. Cool. So that's essentially it. That's all that I have for you. We can also edit the castle itself. So we can change the name or we can change the image. But we're not going to do that right now. We're not interested in that. Cool. And that's all the details that we have for this app. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. My contact information is on the left or on the top of the page, depending on whether you're browsing on mobile or on a desktop computer. So I hope to hear from you guys. Hope you enjoyed this demo.